All righty. Happy Saturday to everybody. Really good win for our football team. A win that was obviously much needed for us to contend for the Pac-12 South. And we were able to stay alive today with a Utah loss, and this was a much needed victory. I really, things that stood out to me, I thought it was a big man's game. We've come into the last couple weeks saying, run the ball, stop the run, and you look up and you hold UCLA to 55 yards rushing compared to 260 yards rushing offensively. I thought that was the key to the game. It enabled us to basically hold the ball for 43 minutes and 47 seconds in the game and really look up, and you have 95 total plays comparably to 51. So credit to our big men. I thought the defense, who really, all of a sudden has a little bit of a hit to him in the first drive, takes a deep breath and really shows great poise. Had a couple early mistakes by a young quarterback, but was really proud of him for the way he reacted to making mistakes and the way he came back in the second half. And obviously, Ronald is doing some really special things. Thank you to our team captain here, who's leading our defense and doing a great job. Good victory for us. We'll take a deep breath tonight, and then we've got another rivalry game next week in Notre Dame that we've got to prepare for. With that, we'll take any questions that you have.
Coach, were you concerned at the start of the game at all that your team was getting off kind of a slow start?
Yeah, we've really started fast in some of the other games, and it shows the maturity of this team. I didn't see any panic with any of the guys, and you saw the next drive. What happened? You came right back down and you tied the score, and we knew, there's a lot of emotion with this game, and that's a good football team. They had been in some close games against Utah and Colorado and Washington State. I mean, and they're a proud football team, and they came out and they hit us in the mouth early, and I really. I'm proud of the kids for how they stepped up and they reacted and didn't panic and went on about their business to do their job and win the game.
Coach, can you speak to what you guys accomplished on third down?
Yeah, the numbers right now, I thought that was really, why you have 95 plays. You kept drives alive, and we were 12 of 21. So again, I think that's the third week in a row being over 50%. And this was a really good third down defense. They were 32% coming in. They were the number 3 third down efficiency team and got us one time with a pick. Great two-trap coverage by Moreau that kind of fooled the quarterback and really jumped a slant that gave them great field position and a touchdown. But overall, really proud of our kids and their efficiency. And you look up, that's why you held it for 43 minutes.
You said you were going to be monitoring the other games happening in the South. How did you become aware of the results?
Well, they were over before we even got on the bus. We're in and out of meetings and walkthroughs, and you get score updates and stuff like that and peek in on it. And it was good for us. We needed one of those teams to lose to stay alive, and Oregon came through for us. And now there's a big game in Colorado next week between Colorado and Utah, and we still need a little help. But we've set our mark at 7-2. That was our last conference game, and now we've got to get ready to go do our job, and that's to go prepare for Notre Dame.
Clay, you were here for some of those Brett Hundley games when he was running around and you guys trouble. What's it like having the shoe on the other foot with Sam, being so elusive and seeing them struggle to bring him down?
Well, I tell you, the creativity that Sam brings, was evident, and sometimes gets us in trouble. Sometimes too. I know he wishes he had that launch he threw into the end zone back, and you take the good with the bad, and thank goodness for us, there's a lot more good than there is bad, and we've been able to overcome the bad. But a young player that's maturing by the day, and he has guys like these guys that lift him up when there is a mistake.
Mike, like Coach mentioned, you guys held them to 55 rushing yards, shut them out in the second half. What was going right tonight defensively for you guys, and what's been going right recently?
Mike,
Go ahead.
Repeat it again. What did you say?
Like Coach mentioned, you guys held them to 55 yards on the ground tonight, shut them out in the second half. What's been going right specifically for the defense tonight and over the past the winning streak throughout?
Well, I think it was huge tonight for us to stay level-headed. And that just goes to test to the last few weeks. You see our team getting better each week, our defense coming together, our front getting a lot better. They're coming on strong. bringing what they learned from practice onto the game field. And I think it just goes to attest just us gradually going through the season and doing our job and growing each week. And I think as you look at the past few weeks, it just kind of confirms what we're doing as a team and just continuing that and staying level-headed, maturing each week. And that's what's happened the last few weeks on defense. And that goes to the young guys up front. No. I mean, they came out, they had one big play in the first drive, the deep slant, and then they had, a throwback, which was a trick play. But them lining up and pounding the ball, I think we were okay. And we just stuck to us and stayed level-headed. I mean, we were in a hostile environment, a lot of emotion their senior night. And you got to take some of their best punches when they come out with that kind of emotion and adrenaline. And I think we did that.
Michael, you don't get to play here very often, and it's your first win here. Is it special to win in the Rose Bowl?
Yeah, this is my first time winning here. I mean, last time we were here, we jumped out quick, and then, they came back and did what we did tonight. And, anytime beating a rival team like this, it's always fun. And just us putting together these wins and winning in different formats and winning as a team, I think it's just great for our team morale.
Did you guys talk about maybe returning here in a little bit of money?
No, we're just taking it week by week. We watch the games and hope things go our way, but we're still just taking everything week by week, and now we got Notre Dame.
That being said, when you walked out of that tough loss at Utah, a lot of people didn't think you'd be in this position. Can you speak to what it means to be in this position?
Well, I think it just goes to everybody that's in our football facility. You had a lot of outside media that had comments about, what our record was and what we were doing as a team. But I think everyone in our facility stayed close, stayed strong, and that goes to our coaching staff. And then the older guys on the team keeping everybody together also. And, we just took it week by week, and we slowly dug ourselves out of the hole. And, we started hitting the stride a little bit. And when you see results, it makes you continue to trust your preparation. We just didn't have the results that we wanted, but we were still preparing the same way, and things didn't change. But as you see results, you want to continue to prepare better and just stick to it. And, we finally saw results, and that gave us confidence.
Ronald, on the long touchdown run, the 60-yarder, what do you see that led you to have the confidence to bounce it to the outside?
Oh, yeah, well, the offensive line did a great job, sealing off that edge. And then I don't know who the receiver was on that play, but he also sealed that edge. So I just had to make a cut up field, and then, it was off to the races.
Ronald, you guys as a team, really like Coach mentioned, really just took care of business with the ground game. Sam didn't have his best performance tonight, but you guys really stepped up. You just talk about what this line was doing for you all night, the receivers, and just being a big part of a win like this after you were just kind of waiting in the wings for a while there. How much fun was this for you tonight?
Yeah, it's great. In my career, I'm now 2-0. We are against UCLA, so that was fun. But the offensive line did a great job all night. We always talk about being one-on-one with the safeties of the corner and then making a miss. So when they do that, the opportunity's there.
When the defense has to account for Sam's running abilities, how much does that help you as a quarterback?
It helps us a lot because like you said, they gotta be honest for both of us. So he can pull it, he can pull it out and throw. He can hand it to us. So we got like a double-edged sword. So it's great.
Clay, what was the injury to Juju in the second quarter?
Had a hip pointer, just sore hip, but like Juju, he's a warrior. He came back out and made some big plays for us, especially on some third downs.
Let's do one more.
By the way, DeQuan stepped in. He hadn't been much of a factor. For you as a coach, when you see a guy come out of obscurity and make a stamp in a game like this, what's that mean to you?
Yeah, I tell you two guys, I'm going to point out both DeQuan and Isaac Whitney because in that game, all of a sudden, Juju goes down and you have two kids that have just been dying for their opportunity, and then they make the most of it. DeQuan makes a couple touchdown catches. Isaac gets in there with his physicality and blocking, makes a big third down catch for us. I credit to those two guys. That's what a team is. You hope that when one guy goes down, the other one has prepared himself to make those type of plays, and they were special plays. Proud of both kids.
Thank you, guys.
All right, guys, safe travels.
Catch the rest of our players outside our locker.